Hello and welcome to the building of the Svenson Jungmeister. It's very rainy up in the northeast, so once again we're back to a little bit of building. And this is a little video concerning anticipating problems. I'm about to start covering the fuselage, and I realised that when it comes to doing so, it'll basically be lower panel first, side panels, upper panel, probably split in two with a seam along the top edge. But I realised that because of this fairing here, it would be very difficult tacking down the covering here, bringing it over this rib, that longitudinal rib that runs along the fuselage, and bringing it down to the fairing. It was going to pull off here, and I was going to get a very uneven finish on it. So what I've actually done is, this is an extra piece of balsa, or fabrication of parts of balsa that I've added, which will give me something to actually stick the covering to. So I'll have a flat surface to stick the covering to, probably feather out some of the covering onto this fairing, and then the fairing will be covered afterwards. In fact, I think it had a metal cut strip over the top of it on the prototype, so that might be simulated using plasticard. But this piece here will give me something to stick the covering to when it comes to doing the side panelling, which will probably run this area across. These will have to be screwed off temporarily, running all the way down to the end. So this infill has been added to both sides, and that'll give something for the covering to attach to. Now, my initial thoughts were to cover the bottom and then the side of the model in two panels. One here up to this line, taking off the cabanas, and then a second panel over the top and down the back. However, you might be able to spot that I had a change of heart, and what I've done is I've covered the entire side in one go, just as an experiment initially to see if it was going to work, and to my amazement it did. It went, the material stretched beautifully around these curves, and I was able to get past the halfway mark, so the next side will overlap there slightly, which isn't a big deal. But I had anticipated having to feather these in and cut them to get it round the curve. Went on no problem at all. I'm really impressed with this fabric as a covering material. It's had one coat of thin down shrinking dope just to protect it a little bit in handling. Obviously these have been screwed off, and then when it comes to actually painting it, I think I'll probably take them off as well. They need to be covered, actually wrapped in probably tissue, I would think, just to get a nice smooth finish on them. But I can't praise this enough. Obviously there's a lot more involved in covering a model using dope and Mod Podge and the linen, the polyester, 100% polyester covering, than it would be with the commercial heat shrink film. But it's not always available, and as I've pointed out, the cost gets quite out of hand, in my view anyway, when one's making a large model such as this. But that's gone on beautifully. I couldn't really ask for more. The underside has been covered, although I haven't doped it yet. I think I'll leave that for today. That's me work for the day, because this stuff's quite evil when you're working with it, the shrinking dope, in terms of the fumes, and it's lashing it down outside. So in the workshop with the door open isn't the best idea. So there you go. That's where I am. That's what I've got done. Very, very pleased. Take care, till next time. Fly, if the weather gods smile on you. If they don't, get a little bit creative. Bye.